Hi guys, Ready Set RC here today, and I have to say by far this is my most anticipated RC for 2017. I don't know about you guys, but this is the one RC out of all RCs that was released this year that I was highly anticipating. Basically waited pretty much 2 years on Tower Hobby's wait list for this. Saw A-Main had it because I also was waiting. I had alerts set up for A-Main, and when I saw A-Main had it, immediately canceled my order with Tower Hobbies, ordered it with A-Main, even though the price difference was like $10. Much anticipated for me, for the simple fact that when Traxxas came out with the Ford GT 4-Tec, that was something that I suggested to get after already placing the order for this vehicle. So, this was very highly anticipated for me, even though I knew this was not the Sprint edition that the HPI normally releases, just for the fact of the Ken Block 1965 Ford Mustang Hoonigan body. That is the reason why I wanted this so bad. It's good to know the sealed differential gears are metal in there, so it looks like it will probably be able to handle a light brushless kit on here. Also, the drive shaft, four-wheel drive shaft's also a metal. As they're saying, it's ready to run. This does come with the remote, the batteries for the remote, the RC kit, of course, all the electronics in there in regards to the ESC, the motor, the servo, the receiver, a nickel metal hydride battery in there. We're going to not use the nickel metal hydride when we first run this. I like to run my vehicles on LiPo, not too big on the nickel metal hydride, simply for the fact that the run times are not there. You just get that more even keel run time with a LiPo, and I would strongly suggest to everybody, especially the manufacturers, throw a LiPo in there. At this stage in the RC, nickel metal hydrides are something that no one needs to be using at this point. They just don't give you the joy that you're going to want out of this. That's why a lot of guys in the beginning, when there was electric and nitro, a lot of guys swayed over to nitro, is simply for these nickel metal hydrides that are included in these boxes. So please guys, I don't know who's watching this video, but please start putting LiPos in these kits. Stop putting the nickel metal hydrides. And most of us guys who have been in RC for a while, and even the new guys, they tend to take the nickel metal hydride, they put it to the side, and the ones who are new or novice to this, they run it for a while, they see a friend who's running LiPo, and then they eventually get a LiPo themselves. So it'd be nice if you guys threw in a LiPo battery in there. Even if it ups the price of the RC a little bit, everyone knows the value of a LiPo versus putting a nickel metal hydride battery in this car. So just my little rant. More scale view of the RC on this side, basically showing you the another beautiful scale of this Hoonigan 1965 Ford Mustang. On this side, basically telling you the same things as I was saying before, that it comes with everything, is completely ready to run. This is with the nickel metal hydride, the batteries for the remote, and all the electronics already included. Detailed view of the vehicle, basically telling you that it comes with the silicone-filled threaded shocks, the adjustable battery box, which I'm really looking forward to seeing that part of the vehicle. Durable gears, which is just basically saying the gears are all metal, which is great for this vehicle. Waterproof, but as I said, my on-road vehicles, I don't tend to run them through water or even through puddles, so I'm not really concerned about the waterproofing on an on-road vehicle at this time. Another scale view of the car, just seeing it from the top view angle. Now let's open the box, let's see what's inside, let's see what this vehicle is all about. I cannot wait. As you can hear it in my voice, I have great anticipation for this kit. All right guys, here we are. RS4 Sport 3, the Ken Block 1965 Ford Mustang Hoonigan edition, out of the box. I will be taking it out of the plastic. I just wanted to go through the boring stuff first so you guys see it. What we have here is the instruction manual, some stickers, as I said, stickers, port information, the wonderful app card that they're now including in their kits to connect with the app, and the instruction manual. You know, not color. This is known for HPI. Their manuals and their blowout, their 3D blowout sheets, which they have. This is never usually in color, but it is always very detailed from HPI. In this box, I would imagine you get the charger. Sure enough, the charger, which is excellent. That HPI includes this, especially for the novices out there. Most people who have RCs already tend not to really use this. I am one of them, but it is great for those beginners. And it comes with the European plugs in there as well as the American plugs in there. So that's pretty good that HPI is throwing that in there. I'll probably start off with the brush kit that's in here. Probably, most likely, I'll put a mild brushless kit in here. I think I have something in mind that I want to put in here, but I want to see what the brush setup looks like on this one. As I said, this is my first on-road HPI vehicle. My first HPI was the Rally. They consider that 1/8 scale. I probably would say that's more like a 1/9 scale in regards to RC sizes, but this is definitely my first on-road HPI vehicle. Just to go through what else is in here, the trusty nickel metal hydride battery, 200 mile on there, 7.2 volts. It looks like a 6-cell, which it is, a 6-cell battery. As I said, I will not be running this. I'll be running a LiPo on mine. So a bag of tools, basically spacers, some body pins, fixed links in there, and a T-wrench in there also as well. Great beginners set of tools on here. This is good. Batteries for the remote, the 4 AA's. And lastly, tried and true controller. I will say this controller is pretty good, but this is not a bad controller to use. Foam grip, 4 AA's it takes, as you know, the 4 AA's that they supply to you. But it's a great feeling controller. A little long in the tooth in regards to the antenna extended here, but for the most part, it's a decent controller. It does the work. Here we are, guys. All the reasons why we're here today. We'll take this out. Get this out of the plastic. Give you guys a nice good look of the shell. This thing is so detailed. I am really liking what they have with this diffuser on the back. This diffuser feels like Lexan. I would have to say this is Lexan. You have molded bits here that are included, screwed in for the scoops on the side. Storm, I wish the windows were cleared out, but I am not hating on this one bit. I actually wish the headlights were also cleared out too. That would be nice, but you know what? I'm not hating on this, guys. I'm not hating on this one bit. This is a beautiful looking shell. Definitely worth the purchase in all. So here we are, guys. The RS4 Sport 3 in all of its glory. The adjustable battery tray, foams on the sides. This thing looks amazing. The center drive shaft looks like it's covered from the top, also from the bottom. The sealed spur gear in the rear, sealed pinion. We'll have to see how that servo is. Fixed links all around, no adjustments on camber and toe. There is adjustments for your shocks. The shocks are threaded, which is nice. The shocks are adjustable, screw down shocks. Multiple height adjustments for the bodies. So if you have a different body you want to run on this, there's definitely multiple adjustable heights. The wheels, they feel very soft, guys. They feel very soft. I don't know, once you start putting some speed to this, I don't know if the wheels are going to be what you're looking for. As I said, I'm going to run this on brush. I want to see what this is like. Tamiya connector on here, as I was telling you before. I will be changing this over. The antenna, pretty decent size. Would expect it to be a little bit shorter, but hey, it's not bad. everything in here, from what I see, the shock towers is plastic. That's how they keep the cost down, guys, so you guys are fully aware. The shock towers are plastic. The bodies of the shocks are plastic. The shaft is a metal shaft going through. The motor is a 15-turn motor in here. As I said, it is brushed. For the ESC, guys, you know, this is pretty good for a brushed vehicle. It's a 2S and 3S lipo. Not bad. As I said, metal drive shafts all around. This is not a bad kit, guys. Not a bad kit at all. I'm looking very forward to getting this out on the road and really testing it out. Looks really amazing. Looks really amazing right now. So next I want to take out the 4-Tec, give you guys a comparison between the two on how they look. As I said, that was the other big anticipated on-road 1/10 scale RC this year. So I want to compare the two, let you guys see the comparisons of the two. Mine is slightly modded because I did make some changes to my 4-Tec, but I can definitely give you guys a view of what they look like. The RS4 Sport 3 here, the Traxxas 4-Tec GT, well, used to be the GT edition. I've now changed over the body on this one. Both 1/10 scale on-road cars. As I said, I made some modifications. Anyway, if you guys have been watching my channel, you see that this is a completely modified version of the 4-Tec. This started off as a brushed edition, just like this car started off as a brushed edition on here. Some slight changes I've made to this. I've put the VXL system in here. I've changed the wheels out to foam wheels. Not really gearing this up for speed runs, but more so just wanted a better handling 1/10 scale RC. The original 4-Tec out of the box is a great vehicle, but I think more so the setup that it was for as a brushed kit at the time when I bought this is more so geared towards the beginner in the RC hobby. Myself, I've been in the RC hobby now a little over 17 years, and just felt I needed something that was a little bit more dialed in than the standard brush edition. Still got some ways to go in regards to modding this out, which is where I'm going to try to put this in the same place. Just probably would not go with a electronic system that is as powerful as the VXL system that's in here. Not saying this can't handle it, but you'll have to do some changes to get this to that point. I think the metal gears in this is definitely a great start and a great foundation to getting it to that point. I know a lot of guys who had the RS4s before and doing those amazing speed runs, getting this thing well over triple-digit speeds. So I know this vehicle can handle it. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick comparisons between the two, size comparisons between the two. So as you can see, guys, typical 1/10. The wheels match up perfectly same size wheelbases between the two. It's a 1/10 scale. I'm even going to show you something a little bit more crazier as we go on, but this is a typical 1/10 scale RC, on-road RC, and there is absolutely no difference in size between this and the Traxxas 4-Tec. So as you can see here, guys, as I said, the wheelbase, typical wheelbase in regards to the 1/10 scale on-road cars. What I am noticing between the two is that the RS4 Sport 3 looks a little wider than the Traxxas 4-Tec. You know what, let's try something a little crazy here, guys. I want to try something and you guys tell me what you see. All right, so as you can see previously on this, and just so you guys get a full idea of what I'm looking at, when I had the Nissan Shell on the 4-Tec, tires were out slightly. not as much as you can see here, and this is dead center right here. So you can see the amount of bulges on this side, and in the rear, I don't think you can see it on this camera angle, but I will bring the camera over so you can get a better idea of that. Definitely wider than what was on the 4-Tec when I put the Nissan shell on here. Over here on the Hoonigan body, clearly there is some overhang of the fenders on here, and that would indicate to me that this is definitely a wider body. So for those people that are looking to swap out the shell on the RS4 from the Hoonigan, just to save your Hoonigan body for like maybe a showpiece or for something to throw on the shelf, the current setup and the offset of this is definitely wider on the Hoonigan, on the RS4 Sport 3 Hoonigan. So you guys get a clear idea that, you know, your standard 1/10 scale width is not going to match up. So I was saying, guys, there is definitely a width difference between the two, and just to give you a better view of that, I'm just going to take the RS4 and put that right on top. So you guys get a clear idea of what I'm looking at here in the studio. And I hope you guys can see that. There is definitely, on the front side, a width difference on here. And it's not my foams. My foams match up exactly to the same size as the stock tires that were on here. So the width of these are about the same width as the stockies that come on here. And in the rear, I'm telling you, it wouldn't even, no matter if they were the stocks that were on here or not, it wouldn't make up this amount of depth difference that there is on this. And I'll show you guys the rear here, just to get you a better view of that as well. And that's the rear. You guys can clearly see the difference. That's going to show some different handling on this vehicle with this wider stance that they're showing on this right here. Really can't wait to get this out. As I said, this is probably my most anticipated RC of the year for me at least. Don't know about everybody else out there, but definitely I started my days in the hobby on road, and this is by far one of the vehicles I really was looking forward to in 2017. Actually, from 2015, 2016, and now 2017, the most anticipated vehicle I was looking for. So here we are, 2017, the end of 2017, and we finally got it, guys. We got the RS4 now. We have the RS4. So guys, just in wrapping up this video at this point, great first impressions of this car. Was surprised by the stance of this vehicle and how wide it is. Cannot wait to get this vehicle out. You know, as I said, this is probably, to me, one of the most highly anticipated vehicles that I was looking forward to. Words just can't explain it finally being here at Ready Set RC and us seeing this vehicle in person. This is definitely one of the kits that I'm looking forward to doing some great things with. As I said, I'm going to run it stock. I want to see what this thing does at stock. Unlike, you know, when I had the Traxxas, unlike when I had the Traxxas 4-Tec GT, I immediately threw the VXL system in there. This, I am going to take my time. And it's not to say that, you know, I should go straight to brushless on this. This is something that I just would like to do some really great things with. So I'm going to take my time with this car, and I am going to definitely put a mild brushless system in here just to see what it can do. You know what? Let me take that back. I'm going to put a really nice brushless system in here because I'm pretty sure that this RC can handle it, especially with the tried and true RS4 and it being metal gears in here. there's definitely part support in regards to the RS4 model, so I don't foresee that being any issues with this kit. I'm just going to see how that, open it up, see how that spur gear is in there. Check out that center drive shaft, see what that's like, if that's something that I feel that can handle the power, and then upgrade accordingly. As I said, this is a baseline that has been out for quite some time. Part support for it should be out there. The only thing that I would like to do is slowly grow with this, because I really do enjoy what HPI has done for this vehicle. So that's how we're going to end it here now, guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram for our latest posts to our videos. This is Ready Set RC, signing out. Thanks again, guys.